What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? HunterX here bringing us another episode of Factorio Let's Factory. We got some things to cover, and I've decided that I am going to add the infinite resource and infinite oil mods into this playthrough. I know I talked about it last time, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let it affect our gameplay. I'm going to play the game as if those mods weren't installed. So I'll basically be playing the game normally, but you'll notice that if I hover over this, our patch here is going to have 4 million, copper or 4 million iron, or whatever the case may be, right? And also, I did a couple things off stream. I basically made some splitters to go ahead and split our coal, and I also handcrafted a couple more things for us to go ahead and build today. I did make 15 or so more boilers, so that means we are going to disconnect basically everything that we've currently built so far and hopefully get some more power going. Now, I am going to need a couple pipes, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and make a couple sets of pipes. Beautiful. And what we'll do is we'll do something like this. We'll skip a spot for each one of these, so that way we can put a pipe in between. And I'm hoping that we have enough room here. In between episodes, I did quite a bit of research because today I want to hopefully get the second science pack automated. So that is kind of the plan for today. Let's go ahead and do something like this, and then we'll do something like that. And then this should be able to connect all these together. Now, I am going to need a couple more belts, of course. And of course, we're going to need a couple more inserters as well. I totally didn't think about that. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I guess we'll just grab a bunch of belts as well. By the way, if you right click, you can make 5 items at a time. I totally forgot to mention that in yesterday's episode. So that's my bad. And we should be good to go. Now the water's all hooked up back to there, and we should be able to, get this bad boy up and running. We are going to need a couple more power poles, of course. That will be easy enough to get set up. While I'm waiting for some stuff to cook, I'm kind of like walking around our area and seeing if I can find any big patches of resources. That's like copper though. If we have any iron, that would be great. But dude, that copper patch is so far away from where we're currently at. I don't know if it's even worth grabbing that. I know that there's a coal patch up here, but is it even worth it? It's so far away. So the next closest iron patch is literally across the river here, which is not ideal. So we're gonna have to make this work somehow, and I'm gonna have to figure that out because, well, we're in a quite condensed little area. I'm gonna have to take these guys out for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit 30 miners on this one patch. Even if I tried, I somehow managed to get 30 miners on here. Now here's the question though. I have to freaking get all of these onto one belt. All this has to get converted into one belt. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so that's one line. That's another line. Oh wait, this is only 2 belts worth. Okay, so at least it's not 3 belts. So we can do a 2 to 1. I need to get my belt balancer book. Okay, I got my blueprint book. All I have to do, I believe, is paste it into the import string button. Aha, there we go. Paste that long boy in there. Beautiful. And now we've got all the little dudes we're ever gonna need. And I think what we'll do, I guess we'll do this, and bam and bam and boom. We are gonna need a splitter, unfortunately. And then once we do that, we should be able to take this and connect them like so. And then this is gonna go into a long queue. I'm gonna have to, this is gonna have to go into a separate line, I think. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna do this, but there you go. Let's go ahead and get this powered on. Oh wait, we have no wood and we can't make the new boys. Actually, hold on. How much is it gonna cost me to get the new electric poles for automation? Let's see. Electric poles just require 120. I don't think so. I'm not gonna handcraft that. Ain't no way. You're crazy. So getting wood, I guess it is. After deforesting the entire Amazon forest, we're gonna go ahead to make a couple of the power poles. Now, here's a good question. How do we want this to be set up? I guess we want convenience, right? I would assume, but I don't think we're gonna really get convenience on this setup. I feel like not at all. But that's fine, right? Like, I mean, this is gonna be going into a furnace deck. I wish we had powered furnaces, dude. Having powered furnaces right now would be such a godsend, but yeah, unfortunately we don't have access to that. All right, there you go. They're now all online doing their mining stuff. Now I am gonna have to split off our coal again, which, do we have filtered splitters? We don't. Okay, so I guess the best way to do this is to come up and around this way. Oh god, we're about to use so many conveyor belts, and I feel like we just do not have the iron for this, like, at all. You know, we could make a small conveyor farm. Like, what's the stack size to this guy? Stack size 100. Like, what would it cost us to make a small itty bitty one? Just a small itty bitty, like 25 per minute or something conveyor belts, which honestly, that's even a lot, right? So if we did like 25 per minute, that's one factory's worth, 12.5 plates. That's not terrible. I think we can totally do that with like this guy here. How bad? Can I even fit one of these in here? I think I need 2 assemblers for that. Drop that there. So we'd have to make another gear factory like so, and then that gear factory. Oh, this is not doing anything, is it? Yeah, this is not doing anything anymore. Get rid of it. Plop that there, and you're just literally gonna be as simple as just making me some conveyor belts. Oh, but you need iron plates too. How do I get you iron plates? I guess just setting up a really simple burner miner like right here that's going into this. These both need fuel, so I'd have to again split the coal again. I was going the wrong direction. Of course it is. God, this is getting really janky really fast. And then that's gonna go into here. I need more inserters, and then yeah, this little area is gonna be so jank, and it's on top of a copper mine as well, which is not ideal. I'm gonna have to move this belt over a little bit so I can get 30 miners on top of here. That shouldn't be a big problem. Okay, so here is my plan. I need to get this over that way. Do that. Let's go ahead, and I'm not gonna probably plan to use any more of this mine right this second, so I'm just gonna run a huge belt like through this iron patch basically, and up and over to our area up here, and this is where we're going to do all of our smelting. And then I need to set up 30 miners over here, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. I do need a couple more miners over here, so we'll do something like this, and then that should be fine. Now we have exactly 30 miners that I need to somehow squeeze into this, which is going to be interesting because I mean, it's going good so far. That's one line, which is nice. They technically fit, which is kind of funny. How many belts do I have though? I have 3. Not ideal, but we can make it work. I'm gonna need some power for these. Consider those powered, and then consider these ones powered. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to see where the pole ends, and then these ones just need to be powered down here, and that's just a simple and easy fix. I need my blueprint book. Now I need 3 to 1 essentially, and then I need to figure out how the hell I'm gonna move this across. And I think I have a general idea of how we're gonna move these across, but I am not entirely sure. And then I need another one of these splitter dudes. I should just make 5 of them, honestly. Okay, so I need the oh wait, I'm gonna need the input of this one to come through here. Oh, hold on. I might need some undergrounds to do some work here. How is this gonna work? I'm a bit confused. This one, okay, no wait. Yes, this one goes to the the nearest one. This one goes to the second nearest one, and then this final line goes to the last line. Like that. And then these all need power. I didn't even see that these didn't have power. I'm hoping that I can just do something as silly as that, and then that should give us all the power that we need. Now I need to run this conveyor up here, but I don't want to do that just yet because we gotta make a ton, and I mean a ton of furnaces, like a crap load. So I am gonna need 48 times 2. I need 96 furnaces. So that would be, how many would I have to get down to? So 100 minus 96, 4. All right, there you go. There's 96 furnaces. Dear God. Okay, so here is the plan. We are gonna do 40 or 24 furnaces per side, essentially, right? Which is a lot, I know, but nonetheless, this is gonna give us one full belt of iron and copper. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Is that correct? Let's find out. Beautiful. It is. And then something like this. Beautiful. And then the way that this is gonna work is, you guessed it, we're gonna basically input like this from the belt, and then from this belt we'll then output basically on each side, and then basically merge the belts together, if that makes sense. Here at the end, I need one more, and then you're gonna output here, and yeah, we're gonna do that on the same, we're gonna do this on this side. Okay, and the last thing that we need to go ahead and do is set up a 2-to-1 like so, and that should be relatively simple, like so. You're gonna come in at the top, and you're gonna come in at the bottom. I haven't really set up this belt yet, but that's fine. And then boom, that is our one line of output, which is good. And now all we have to do technically is hook this up to the main power grid, and it should be all good in the hood, like so. And then boom, look at it go. It is now going to start producing a bunch of iron plates, which we can then go ahead and use to craft. I gotta basically copy and paste this again, but this time for copper, essentially, which is gonna be fun. And just like that, we now have a copper line, which is gonna go right up here like that, and boom, now we have a little bit of a main bus to go ahead and start doing everything that we need for the automation potions. I hope you guys aren't too upset that I added the infinite resource mod, but also you may have noticed that I've kind of been speeding up the game a little bit just for, you know, waiting for materials to do handcrafting stuff, because, well, I'm not doing any research right now. So yeah, I've been, you know, speeding up the game a little bit to kind of help with, you know, dealing with the long craft times, because we're crafting a lot of stuff right now, and I know I could just make a, you know, a model or whatever, but yeah. So right now, to make the automation potions, which I don't even know, like, what are we doing for this? I think it's 15 per minute, I want to say. For this guy over here, I want to say this little factory is doing like 15 per minute or something. So let's see, 15 per minute, it's doing 18 per minute. So yeah, let's aim for that same kind of stack for this. So if we look at the next potion, which is going to be the logistics potion science pack, we're going to need belts and robot arms, but we're going to do this per minute. So we're going to want 1 yellow belt per minute, 15 transport belts, and 15 inserters, which means I'm going to need at least 2 oh wait, no, we don't need the smelters. We just need one of these. Oh, we need green chips, which means we're going to need copper wire, which means, okay, perfect. Which means we're gonna have to start doing some interesting things, okay? So we're gonna start splitting this stuff off, right? So I want to make, let's say, you know, let's make a couple of undergrounds. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna run this guy like this. You know what, probably not that much. I only need enough room to get a splitter and then a belt through, and then that should be fine. I then need to take some assemblers, which I'm gonna make a bunch of. I'm gonna need a ton of iron plates, and guess what, now that we have this, we can easily just rack up a bunch of iron plates, because this freaking farm is so that it's that good. Like, it's so good. Oh, it's so nice that we can just rack up as many of these as we want. Okay, so we need, according to Hellmod, we need 1 factory of copper wire, and then one thing of iron plates, which I believe I can just do something like that. Hold on, I don't want to go too crazy. If I do something like this, well, no, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm gonna have to pull it up anyways. So let's just do something like this. I need to make sure I have one block space like so, and then you're gonna just pull in like so, and you're gonna make us the copper wire. Okay, good. We're gonna need some power over here, so let's just bring it directly over like so. Nope. One more. Can I fit it one more? I can fit it one more. Cool. And then you're gonna come, I guess, over here, and you're gonna go into this guy, which is gonna make the green circuits, which means I need to then split our iron again, coming up here, and then you're gonna go there, go between the two. Where does this pole stop giving power? I need to give it like there. That works. Plop that there, and then we'll put that into a box, I guess, for now, and then that should be fine. So those are gonna go into a box. Actually, do I want them to go into a box? Maybe into a thing. And then so your green circuit farm is done. I could also, in the same breath, I think, yeah, let's do this. So you're gonna go on a belt. In the same breath, let's also happen to make the iron gears on the same belt, and then have those come up, and then do a little bit of a magic trick using some underground belts action, and then those are gonna come up and around like so, and then those are gonna go into making your inserters. So that's gonna need another assembler. That's gonna be super simple. And then you're going to do this, and you're going to make the basic inserters, which needs iron plates too, which means I can do, it's gonna be too close. I guess this will work. Oh, this is so jank. And then you're gonna come this way, and hopefully this can grab from here. It can. So there's your iron plates. Now you have all your resources. I probably could also not do that like that, because I think the long boys, if I move this power pole into this corner, and then we do the long boy like that, I could run a line like that, and then that should technically work in theory, technically. And then this, so that should be making those. Wait, why is that not grabbing iron gears? Oh, we're out of inserters. Okay, inserters can go there, and I guess what we can do is have those pipe into a belt, because we're also going to have to do conveyors as well. But for now, I wouldn't mind having some get put into a box, and we keep like 4 stacks or something. That should be good. Or do I have it go directly into a box and then export it? Probably not, though. Now that that's done, transport belts. I wonder if I can just do this all on one line, because I could also put another one of these here. You're gonna make us gears like you normally would. You're gonna output those, and then what else do I need for that? Just iron plates. That's really simple. And then I can do something like this, right? I can do, can I jump across like that? I can. Cool. And then you're gonna do that, and then this is a little jank. I put a thing here, and then we curve that down like so. You and you output there. Your transport belts like so. Power. And then these guys get ran here. Perfect. And then I think that just goes into one assembly, right? I believe so. No, it goes into 3. Okay, that's fair. And then we just do something like this, and this, and then you run up like so, and then you're going to make the potions, copy and paste, input. I am out of inserters. Funny enough, guess what? We have those auto crafted now, which is so good that we have those auto crafted. Boom, 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 and boom. And then that's just gonna need a little bit of power. So boop, 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 and boop. That's gonna run into a belt, and then I guess this belt will then insert into a chest for now, and that should work nice and beautifully. Look at us go. Look at our little, honestly, that's super clean. Now I wouldn't mind making like another one of these. Maybe I don't use this here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna make another one of these. This shouldn't be that hard to copy and paste, right? It's just, you know, circuits and a few other things. So if I do, I guess something like, no, it's gonna be 2, I think. And then we do one of these, and then we bring it up. Again, you're gonna go into making copper wire, and then very simply, that's not what I want. I want you to make copper wire, and then that copper wire goes into making green circuits, which also needs iron plates. So we'll run a secondary line for iron plates into here. And again, simple. Now you're making more green circuits. Green circuits will go into another conveyor belt. In that same line, we can make the whatchamacallit here, iron gears, once we give this a little bit of juice. And then we do the sneaky bits with the underground belts. So I guess that works. And then these then just get made right here, like so, with a little bit of iron plates, which that problem can be solved by doing this, like that. I'm out of transport belts. I need to borrow a couple transport belts, please. And then that should be fine. We are gonna need a long boy and do that with a little bit of power. You need a little bit of power over here as well. Do something like that, and bam, bam, boom. We now have a separate inserter line just for making inserters. Would you look at that? That is super good. And now we have the potions coming in. The better question is, how the heck am I going to get it down to the labs? That's going to be interesting. I honestly might not even store it at this point. I might have it go the other direction, up and around and through here. But that's a lot of transport belts. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna try and run this green potion directly to the lab. This is gonna be very interesting, I will say. So you need to come down. So that means you gotta come down through here. You're going the wrong direction. I need you to come through here. All right, we're skipping essentially the entire thing here, which is nice. I'll even run it across the top of the... Oh, I should give myself a little bit more room than that. Like maybe like this much room. I don't know how much room I'm gonna need. Run this wire or this belt all the way across. This is so bad. You should never do this, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, let's make sure that you're all rotated going other direction. All right, I don't think we're gonna do any more automation from this side, so and then drop it down like that. All right, so it's no longer going into the chest. It's gonna go into a chest down here. It's gonna make its merry way all the way down this belt, as you can see, through here, down here, through here, in through here, picked up by this guy and put into here, and it's gonna go into the lab. Would you look at that? Now we can start doing tier 2 research. I'm just gonna make sure that it's not gonna get stuck anywhere, and yeah. So we should be pretty much good to go. I do want to see, honestly, how this whole factory is going to perform. So if we look at the flow rate calculator here, this should tell us everything that we need to know. 120 copper wire per minute, 60 green circuits per minute, 60 inserters per minute, and it looks like 15 exactly on the dot, which is insane. But unfortunately, guys, we're out of time for today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell, become part of the Hunter tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you till next time. Bye bye.